Hello, hello, hello. Hello, welcome back to another Loading Artist editing stream. 2 streams in a row. Not bad. How is everyone doing? Good to see everyone in the chat. Yodo here. Yodo before I even announced anything. And also to Power, hello, hello. And Dower, Toast Cokes. It's me, 1-2. Hello, hello, everyone. Burgermeister, good to see you again. Where's Lego? Hello, hello, how you doing? Chimera? The light is so much better today. I felt like you were in heaven. You mean yesterday it was like brighter? Yeah, today is cloudier for sure. Still need to get better lighting though. I think I still need like a lamp. It's the problem with having this massive screen. I can't put the camera anywhere like where a light could be as well, because just this whole wall is basically a screen. And this is like normal exposure. This is the auto exposure. This is the auto exposure, but I think, oh gosh. Uh, this is forcing it to be a little bit brighter. I think it's okay. I don't know. Anyway, the real Black Rose, welcome back as well. Yesterday was so bright. Yeah, I don't blame you. I think it is very bright, especially with this white wall. Again, you know, I gotta show off the more colorful aspect of my room. But I think once I get into this mode, it's suddenly not as bright, which is good. Just knocked into the microphone. But it's a little. Yeah, I should just draw my own background, huh? That'd be pretty good. Or just using. Wasn't there a time when I was like experimenting with using the backgrounds of the comics I've already drawn? I should just do that. Why don't I do that? Anyway, that it's bright is good for the green screen effect. That's one good thing about the brightness. Hey, Smaker, yearly checkup of the stream. Nice. Well, welcome back. You came back at a good time, because I haven't really been streaming much the past month or so, except for this week. This week has been pretty consistent. So, and one of the reasons for that consistency is because I got a lot of work to do. And while I will be doing a Loading Arts comic before Halloween, sometime before Halloween, because the idea is Halloween orientated, we got to do some more Detective Beans editing, and I'll show you what I'm doing today. Let's do it. Whoop. Okay. Oh, I should also unpause this as well. Just thought I would show you the page that we're working on today. Sarisi. What you editing? Sarisi? Detective Beans.
What you editing? I missed last stream load lurk.
Well, technically it's Cat Town, but it's gonna be included in the next book. So what we have to do is we have to make these pages, these Cat Town pages, into a more printable layout. Yo, Dak, welcome, Dak. Firefly, what? Huh? Seriously, welcome back. And because Lee has to use a font now instead of handwriting, the speech bubbles don't really fit anymore. And so it's my job to make all of this fit and look much more readable. Because right now it's not looking very readable, especially for a child. I think if a child saw this, they'd be like, what am I, at school? What am I reading, the encyclopedia? All this text, it's overwhelming. So, in fact, I actually started working on this page last night, but then I ran out of time. And I thought, nah, I'll save this page. I'll save this page for the stream, because it's going to be one of the more intense pages. And every panel has to change size, and I'll show you. I've started doing that. Look at this. Oh. Okay, so before, after, before, after, before, after. So I've already started to like shrink down the first 3 a little bit, a tiny bit. I reword. Oh, wait, let me get my pencil back up so you can see where my cursor is. Okay, so this area here, I change it from 3 lines into 2 lines. So I gotta fix the scar on Beans' face. This texture thing is oh, oh, oh my god. My pen's not working. Oh geez. Oh gosh. Green Pixel, thank you for the distraction. 17 months. Oh god. Oh lordy. Oh, it's working again. Sweet. How you doing, Green Pixel? Thank you for fixing my pen. Wait. Just fade this weird scar thing out here. Okay. How are you doing? Is Lee paying you? Is she treating you as unpaid labor? I get 50% of the royalties. I insist on it. It's all good. Plus, I'm just happy to be able to help. And plus, it's also kind of, it doesn't hurt that it's actually kind of satisfying work. Quite satisfying to do. And even though I'm trying to pretend like this is grueling work to make Lee feel extra bad, she's caught me too many times just like singing and whistling while I work on this stuff. So it's looking pretty obvious that I'm enjoying it. Even though I tell her it's grueling work. Anyway, so I started here, made that a bit squishier, and then this stuff, whoops, I've made these panels all taller, because I squished the first panels, made these ones taller. I changed the wording, the narration, what's it called, the dialogue conversation order, so the "Oh hey prof" is actually in the first panel, because it makes no sense to be up here, because it's the little bird talking. Like, how am I gonna... Doesn't make any sense. So I put the "Oh hey prof" in the first panel, which I think just looks like it's gonna fit much nicer. And we'll have more space here. I'm gonna squish this together a little bit. Move these over to the side, maybe shrink them down a bit. A lot of words there. Oh, this song is nuts.
74 months? That's over 6 years. Been a while. Now back to lurking.
Armithius.
Load lurk.
74 months. That's a long time. Very long time. Thank you for sticking around. And have a good lurk. What else am I doing? Oh, so these are these panels. Okay, and then moving on here. What do I do here? So I've made these 2 panels also taller by shrinking the bottom ones. And given some more space to this one. And in this one, it's just... I don't actually have to do much at all with this one. I just kind of... You don't need all this space up here. It's wasted space. Anywho, that's where we're at. And nothing to it but to start doing it. Basically, this entire gig is Gregor's way to panel and layout shame Lee. Yes, and not just the panel layout, but also the layer structure behind my head here. It's nuts. It is nuts, to say the least. This red is actually my own doing. I put this red layer here just so I can see things easier. Makes you sound like I'm like some sort of reptile. I can see things better when everything is coated in a layer of red. This appeals to my night vision senses more. But sometimes it's overwhelming, actually, because it's just kind of messy right now. Everything is bleeding into each other's panels. So we have to just ignore that and just trust it's all going to work out. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to hide the bubble, the speech bubbles, because a lot of those are going to change anyway. There's no point in having them distract us. I'll probably just do them all again. Get the character lines. Character lines over here. Greg is a robot, yes. Oh god, this looks kind of neat. Without the line art, it looks kind of cool. A little minimal. But I do like. I mean, I know I Ribley a lot on all of this stuff, but there's a lot that she does that I do appreciate, and I think is good stuff. Like, obviously, the whole thing itself is funny and good, and I like how the characters are very consistent. It makes my job easier when I need to, like, you know, add in another ear here that doesn't exist by just copying over this one or something. And I like the whole watercolor like texture effect. Actually, does he have ears? He does not. I thought he would. There's a mask here, but nope. Nope, nope, nope. Okay, how do we first work with this? Well, I'm gonna move. First thing we should do is move Beans here, closer to the bird and into the frame. Just a smidge. Because I like his pose. I don't want to hide too much of his pose outside of this panel. And so I'll do that by selecting the character lines and the characters folder, which includes all the coloring. Just grab that and then move forward a smidge. Like that. Easy. We'll move this little bush as well. I don't want it covering the paw too much. We'll also have to fix things like this, like the background lines. The oh, there is something weird in my Wacom. It's moving along both of my screens. I don't want that. Why is that happening? Gosh. The tablet driver is not responding. Click OK to reset the driver. Oh, Jesus Christ. Please don't make me reboot the computer. Son of a gun. If that does not work, please contact customer support and we can help. Oh wait, oh! It restarted. Oh no, we're good. Okay, we're good. Phew. Actually, I wonder if it would actually be better if I restricted the my tablet just to the Clip Studio Paint window, not to the whole screen. Would that be better? Mapping settings. Choose the mapping of your tablet. Where is... Oh, there it is. Okay. Mapping, screen area, portion. Wait, sorry. This is even more boring than what I was expecting to work on today. Hold on. Portion, click to define area of screen. I'm just gonna... Actually, no, screw this. Never mind, I'm getting distracted. I'm contractually made to say something good about this as well, right? No. I do mean it. I don't want to be too harsh. There's a lot of good here. Son of a... Move this over here a little bit. Remove that part. Okay. We're getting somewhere. We're slowly getting somewhere. DePower, you gotta call Nintendo. You got a problem with your account? What's wrong with your account? And just like I moved Beans more to the left here, I'm going to move Beans more to the right on this one because I don't want the speech bubble to be too overlapping of Beans. So I'm going to select characters, character lines again. Select the Beans. And then just ever so slightly move them to the side. Just like that. And now, I'm going to do the same thing with these guys. Move him more over here. And just shrink it as well, just a little bit. I don't want the hat to be touching the wording too much. And I also gotta keep in mind like the potential of the possibility of translations in the future. You know, I want to make the translators have an easier time as well, if it ever comes to that. So I scaled it down to 94%. So I have to remember that because I want to make sure I scale it the same amount. Because I know Exocomics, she's going to pick up on things like that. She's going to be like, why is the chick not the same size in both of these panels? There we go. There we go. Beautiful. Already getting there. See, look at that. If I already compare to what it was, you can already see the difference. Before, after. Before, after. It's all coming together. And let's put the background back on. Obviously, the color, the background color is going to be there as well. I'm just going to fix that in a little bit. First, I'm just going to do the character stuff. Okay, this song is also driving me nuts. I can only handle so much jazz. I've been listening to the same songs over and over recently. I'm in too deep into this page. Let's see here. Also, by the way, does anyone have any Halloween plans this Halloween? Well, obviously this Halloween, not like this Tuesday or anything. Unless Halloween is on a Tuesday, is it? Thursday. Sweet. Your friend's wedding is on Halloween? Is that intentional? Are they into that kind of goth stuff? Nightmare Before Christmas, Hot Topic style? Let's move both of these guys down. Oh gosh. Cool. Oh, we can't do that. Look at this. Why is this happening here? The tree here needs to be deleted first before we move anything. We need to clear the space so it doesn't overlap. I hate deleting things, but sometimes you just gotta do it. Also, these are just the files for the print version anyway. It's not like I'm messing with the original files. Cool. Goth? Did someone say goth? Yoda's ears are perking up. Yoda's orange furry ears perking up. Hopefully that's the only thing that's perking up. I just assumed that hotel was probably cheap to hire out that day. Oh, I see. I thought if anything, I thought it'd be more expensive to do things around Halloween. Then again, maybe I'm just overinflating the importance of Halloween. Maybe it's just more of a thing in America. I spoke to him on the weekend. He said it wasn't going to be themed, but they might throw on a couple of spoopy songs for a lash. She played Monster Mash. That's a good wedding Halloween song, I think. Good dancing song. And they also have that whole Corpse Bride thing. Corpse Bride, that's got like wedding themes. Dower twirls his hair. Why do you want to know if we have plans? Just wondering. I'm just wondering. Especially being in the suburbs now. The chances of strange children knocking on my door are a lot more increased over Halloween. And decorating houses is not really a thing in New Zealand. But I still feel like I need to get some candy just in case. Not because I think they're going to egg the house or anything. We don't have that. I don't think we have that here in New Zealand. That kind of culture. But I don't want to disappoint any kids. Yeah. If they rock up with the little costumes, I'm not gonna be like, oh, I don't have any chocolate. You want a potato chip? Everybody grab a potato chip. I don't want to be that guy. The trees need to be deleted. We need to make space. Average real estate developer. um. Oh wait, what? Wart's Lego. Our house got egged last week. What? Your house got egged last week? That doesn't even. How does that make any sense? Last week. That's like not even close to Halloween. Isn't the whole point of egging a house is like they didn't put out candy for people, so then the teenagers and kids are gonna like take revenge? Or am I just again thinking of some sort of semi-wholesome, optimistic grandeur of the Halloween spirit that doesn't actually exist? Oh, nice character, Armithius. Much less suspicious in the eyes of the police. Egged your house, maybe being very, very late from last year. That is so annoying. Oh my goodness. How many eggs are we talking about where it's Lego? Aren't groceries like super expensive these days? Should they really be dishing out a whole cart of eggs? Character lines, character's gonna move. Yeah, this looks good. This looks good. Okay. Character positioning, it looks nice in all the panels now, I think. Now we have to actually draw in the rest of the missing areas. So in fact, I don't want to get confused by the background. I'm going to turn the background off for a second. And see what we can do here. Oops. Damn, I draw so well. Look how fast I'm drawing. So efficiently. Beautiful. Piece of cake. Oh, a single egg. Your house was egged with a single egg. Wait, are you sure it wasn't just like an unlucky bird flying over the house and... Actually, no, birds don't carry their eggs, do they? Can't just leave them in the nest. Right on a window that is hard to reach and to clean, though, so what they lacked in quantity, they made up for in quality. That is so shitty. I hate people. Have you noticed other houses being egged, or are you being the sole target? And is it also TPing? Is that also a thing? Throwing toilet paper everywhere? I think people are going to be rethinking that after those lockdowns. Let me change it up here. Well, the egg is inside the bird, so they do carry it. Touche. Could be that. A bird gave birth to an egg mid-flight. Happens sometimes on planes. Where it's Lego. Just just us. They ran away so quickly that I didn't actually see anyone, but I can't explain how else an egg would hit the window. I confess I did for a second wonder if it was a bird too somehow. So, oh wow. That is so strange. You're the only house that got hit with an egg? A single egg? What? 2 weeks before 2 weeks before Halloween? It's very strange. Oh. Cool. Just clean it up as well. Clean these ones too. Nice. Temporarily make these pink so I can see what I'm doing. Make sure all the characters are filled in. Oh, the chick is wearing a bikini top. Let's move that. What? Oh, it's just some grass. Just gonna delete that. Oh, I see. Wait, hold on. If I put the background back on. I see, I see, I see. What is this? Dunno. Okay, that looks good. Also, welcome back to Power. What was your Nintendo problem that you got helped with? And also, Wolfie, woof, welcome back. Sorry, I missed your message there. There's a comic idea in there somewhere. Being hit with a single egg 2 weeks before Halloween. I think so. There is definitely comic potential there. We want to add an 8th person to our Switch Online family plan, but it wouldn't let us. Because you hit like a limit or something? 8 people on one family plan? Big family. What, huh? Seriously, to be honest, I've never been egged or actually seen a house egged or TP'd. Neither have I. I've only ever seen it in movies and cartoons and stuff. Eight people is the max, so it makes no sense. Oh, I see. We actually don't know like 4 of those people. It's friends of friends. Oh, I see. Well, maybe Nintendo have like flagged your family as suspicious, and they have a feeling that maybe it's not actually family, but kind of like what Netflix did recently. Although they did it with the like IP address and stuff. Like I was locked out of my parents' Netflix account because yeah, IP address was not matching the location. But oh well, whatever. I don't care. It's a slow song. Sweet. Maybe Nintendo knows about a pregnancy nobody else in the family knows about. Also, what? How seriously? Oh, submitting a comic idea as a comic title. Thinking with pencils, not for a comic, but I mean possibly pencil related. Oh, I see. Possibly. Also, I put this in the title and the idea part, just the thinking with pencils part. Oh, so you're submitting a comic idea, a comic title idea for a comic that doesn't exist yet, and it's called Thinking with Pencils. Interesting. I don't even know what that means. Thinking with pencils. But thank you, and nonetheless. Sometimes, random words or sentences can inspire ideas. Also, is there a noise filter on top of the colors? Yes. You have no idea, Dower. Look at this. There's 3 different layers over here. This is what the colors look like if I turn them off. Ain't that nuts? Oh, sorry, Totes Cokes, not Dower. Why did I say Dower? I meant Totes Cokes. Maybe Dower was thinking the same as well. Had the same question in mind. She meant totescokes.txt. Totes Gregor's turned into my grandparents. Can't keep all his kids' names correct. Yeah, my grandparents can never say my name either. It's because they're dead. Because they're all gone now. But also, they never got confused anyway because our family is so small. If they said some other name besides me, it'd be like, who are you talking about? There'd be like bigger problems than just getting confused with other kids. Let's fix the... what do I do next? I can't decide whether I should do the speech bubbles first. Yeah, no, I should definitely. As soon as I said it, it makes sense. Do speech bubbles first. Because that way I know what background I need to bother fixing anyway, because it might not even be there. Bub lines. Make sure they get the same color. Oh, and get the same thickness. Oh, yeah. Does this look about the same? Oh no, it's a bit too textured, I think. Let's lower the texture density. Increase the texture density a smidge. Okay, that looks very comparable now. That does look like the same kind of brush, right? That looks about the same. Because this one is Exacomics' Procreate original line drawing, and then this is my new brush I'm trying to match it with. Yeah, perfect. What is that? Size 10. Okay. Salty Wookie. My mom would sometimes call me the dog's name by accident. Actually, now that you mention it, my mom does the opposite. She'll call her cat my name. Which I think it's cute, but for some reason it's always it's the problem cat. It's the cat, the cat that's always disappearing and just coming in for food and then leaving. I don't know if my mom's saying that on purpose then. Maybe some sort of subliminal messaging. I also gotta keep in mind, X Comics likes her speech bubbles to be a bit more like symmetrical. Not so I like to have my speech bubbles kind of wonky. Kind of like an app icon. Little bulbousy, but not too
Lee?
round. Not
Lee? What's for dinner? This tracks.
too Lee, what's for dinner? Yeah, just like my mom's cat, Ringo. Actually it was my cat originally too. Ringo. Because he lives with my parents now on their country farms type house. Like Ringo looks like one of those. Have you ever seen a photo of like a snow leopard or one of those cats that are just like in the snow and they're covered with snow and they're just like completely one with nature? That's what Ringo looks like. Also, Dry Rayskull, how you doing? Good to see you again. And Big White Bear as well. Boo!
Boo. I have to go to work.
At first I thought it was like a boo, like surprise, but now I'm thinking you mean it more like boo. Boo, I have to go to work. I can't stay and watch this thrilling stream. Well, I feel for you. Both. Big White Bear. Well, I hope you have a good one. Those look good. Those look really good. Do another bubble here. Smooth it out. Looks a little wonky. Ah, that looks okay. That looks alright. There we go. Not bad. Maybe a little bit bigger. Again, for possible translations. A little bit more rectangular and less oval. That's good. Ooh. Remember, guys, when Gregor sends his pets to a farm far away, it's for real. No worries. Yes. They're all there, prancing through the flowers. For realsies. They really are. Also, Toast Cokes. I still think that's a neat idea about having like a noisy texture layer on top to change the colors. I've heard that adding a little color noise or aberration at the end does a little magic on digital art. I will say it does make these cats feel like they're drawn on real paper. Yeah, no, there definitely is something to it. I do like the overall texture. Looks nice. I still think it's nuts that it affects the colors so much. But I mean, whatever works. Whatever works. Let's see. Gonna change this color just so I can see things a little bit better when I do the bubble lines. So this one I'm thinking maybe the whole side will be the bubble. Like, oh no, that's weird. Gosh. Okay. Yeah, I don't like that the speech bubble comes out of his hat. It should be like here. Then there's not really much space. Unless I move him more to the side. Let's see what I can do with this one. This one is like even crazier. Where is this gonna go? And then there's also the possibility, like, does he even need a tail for the speech bubble? I mean, it's pretty obvious that it's this thing talking, right? You don't really need this little thing. Although I guess it doesn't look too weird. Can't wait for the next experimentation in Gregor's artistic journey. Textures. No, 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 no. I'm not following in Lee's footsteps like every step of the way. Though I do have to admit, it does add a little something something. My comics, by comparison, look very clean. Very digital. I am kind of going for more like a rougher style for my upcoming book, my own book. But I wish I could show you guys, but I can't show you guys anything about it yet because they'll want it to be like secret. I mean, if there is a publisher, you know, I don't want to count my books before they hatch. I don't want to count my books before they print, but uh, they don't. They want to keep things under covers as much as possible. But let's just say I'm very proud of the book I'm working on. They even have characters. They even have names for characters. Like it's like a whole. I'm turning a whole new leaf. Characters. They got arms. They got hands. I mean, I already started doing hands in Loading Artist, but they actually have names. And they have like features that define who they are that aren't just different hair. It's a scene, man. Sorry, this is taking me longer than I thought it would. This boring speech bubble part. Maybe I should have a little tail there, and then who cares? It's fine. Don't tell Lee I said that. Come on. Sweet. Nice. Getting there. Excuse me. Can't show anything. Is up there on the covers, on the book covers. Can't wait to meet Blue Shirt McAzur and Green Shirt Van Verde. I don't even know what Azure. I think Azure is blue. I think it was a Minecraft, right? Azure, or is it a RuneScape armor type? Oh no, that was adamantium.
Here are matches for escape.
What the hell? Here are matches for escape. Serious things I asked for movies that have the word escape in them. Escape from New York. Escape from Alcatraz. The Great Escape. Not bad. I don't even know where that came from. Azure is a shade of blue. What is Verdi? What's that one? That was another one I don't know. Make this a little bit tighter. Because remember, this is the chick talking here. And I'll need another. Oh gosh. Ah. This kind of stuff I don't really understand. Oh, Verdi is Spanish for green. Oh, I see. Green. Verdi. Verdi green. None of the tail needs to be this long, or if it could just be like, you know, it just kind of pointing at the bird, but without actually going all the way to its face. No, I think this is probably necessary, huh? Verde is Italian for green as well. Oh. Well, that's very interesting. Oh. This looks good there. Maybe a little... That looks okay. Gosh. It's gotta be more rectangular. It can't be too oval here. Ooh. That looks okay. Actually, no, this one will be this direction. I think when two characters are talking, I like to kind of keep the tails angled opposite each other. So like this one is pointing this way, and then this one's pointing this way. You know what I mean? Wait. This way, and then this one, whoop. I don't want them both pointing this way because it just looks kind of confusing. Oh. Doot, 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 doot. Ah. Can I just copy this? Yeah. Oh. Ah. That looks good. Looks very good. Very professional artist of you. Thank you very much. The tail things, huh? Okay. Speech bubble outlines are done. So now what I'll do is I'll make the bubble lines and the grid, the panel squares or whatever, the panels, the reference layers. And then it means I can select all of them. Except for that one, because it, well, it's because it's not a complete closed circle. There we go. Expanded by 3 pixels and then fill it with white. We'll do this one a little bit more manually. There we go. Cool. Hey, Akubo, welcome back. How you doing? One day we'll get Lee to see the majesty of Clip Studio Paint and its comic book making workflow tools. I have shown Lee Clip Studio Paint, and she does use Clip Studio Paint to an extent. Like for this book, and like future books, she does use like the panel layout things and the speech bubble technology. But not like she doesn't use like vector layers or anything. She'll still does all the drawing on Procreate. Can't convince her to change that, but whatever, you know. Not like I have to do it. But yeah, regardless, at the end of the day, you still need PSD files. Oh, and she also uses Clip Studio Paint for putting the pages together, so you can see like the whole book. But then yeah, at the end of the day, exports them all as PSDs for the publishers. As long as she doesn't have to make you use Procreate or Photoshop, it's okay. Exactly, yes. Like when I first thought I had to do all this in Photoshop, I was very depressed. I was very sad. And I was just like cursing under my breath. Just cursing Adobe, cursing the whole world for making me do this. But then when I realized I can just work in Clip Studio Paint and then just copy over the layers into Photoshop, my whole life just elevated to heights I couldn't even imagine. Probably should fill in these gaps, huh? Sidewalks we cross. I'm still trying to figure out some of the tools for my own ways too. Yeah, I think one of the best tips I can give people. I mean, I can't tell people how to do their things. I've tried with Exocomics, it doesn't work. But even though I think it's the superior way. But you can't, because sometimes it doesn't really gel with people's brains. You know, sometimes it just doesn't work for them. And they have a better flow that works better for them. Even if it's slower. But I will say, never stop evolving your workflow. Like, don't just get comfortable and stay with something just because you're used to it. Like, just because you grew up with Photoshop doesn't mean you're stuck with it for the rest of your life. You should always be experimenting and checking out what else is out there, because you never know what's gonna click, and then suddenly you'll realize, oh my god, this other program is so superior in so many ways, and I can't believe I used to do it the other way for so long. And I'm not just talking about going from Photoshop to Clip Studio Paint. I just mean generally, like since starting Loading Artist, even before I even did anything with Clip Studio Paint, even just in Photoshop, I went through a bunch of different workflow phases. And had I not developed that or changed, I would still be using Photoshop and making every line basically its own layer. Actually, no, I wouldn't be here because I would be long dead if I was still stuck with that workflow. I would not have made it this far. I would not have made it to 2024. I like how I had to check this date just to make sure I knew which year it was. But yeah, those are dark times looking back. When's the last time you told Chad about how you used to do lines before vector layers? I say it a lot because it's very important. On that note, when was the last time you tried a new art program? How dare you call me out like that, Words Lego? How dare you call me out? I don't have to look for other programs because this is the best one. No. I have well, okay, I've looked around. Wait, I recently had a gander. I think there was another program that said something about vector layers, because if it doesn't have vector layers, I'm out. You know, my standards for an art program is like heightened. I think, was it Krita or something? Was it Krita that had something to do with like vector layers? I looked at it briefly, whatever it was, and it wasn't as good as what I got going on here. So, but Words Lego, it's not even just about changing the art program. Even within the same program, there's always room for improvement of like different workflows, and that I have changed recently and always. I think like probably the most significant evolution in my workflow in the past couple of years has been pretty much making all of the colors on one layer instead of having every color be its own color layer. That was a huge step in terms of like efficiency and speed. Once I figured out this button here, wait, where is it? Apply to connect to pixels only. I talk about it in my second tutorial video, the coloring tutorial video. This is a big game changer. So even just in the same program, like some settings that you just never look at or gloss over, they could have changed your life. Spider, someone please catch it. Anyone? Dak got it. Congrats, Dak. Blender has vector layers? Blender? Isn't Blender primarily 3D? If there's ever an Adobe Animate competitor, I'd be on it 110%. The only one I can think of... I got Dak's finger in my mouth all the time here, huh? This is not the most ideal place for a camera. Hold on, let me see. You know what I should be able to do? I should be able to just hide this one. We don't need to see people finding the spiders all the time, especially if I'm sitting over here. You know, these are the important seats. This one's like the cheap seats. Very expendable. But I don't have that functionality. I got this, but it hides everything. I don't want to do that. But this is too big. What am I doing here? I'm not hot enough to take up this much of the screen in my streams. No, no, no. I mean, if that was the case, this would be more accurate. I'd be down here with Dak. Oh God. Yeah, this is not so bad, I guess. I think it's just Dak's giant finger is just the problem. If it was Armithius or someone, I wouldn't have this problem. You know, I'm just gonna hide this for now. Gosh. But now it looks too blank. You know, I'm just gonna hold on. I'm just gonna move this here temporarily. Screw it. I know I don't like this gap here now, but whatever. What am I doing? Oh yes. Okay, so the apply to pixels, connect to pixels only thing. Yeah, once I figured out on the same raster layer, you can change all of one color. It just blew my mind. Blew my mind. And my workflow hasn't been the same ever since. What we're gonna do now? We're gonna now you're just pointing at my Adam's apple. Just tickling my Adam's apple there. I like the word Adam's apple. I think that's very poetic. Like the apple that Adam ate and got stuck in his throat, right? I mean, I'm not religious by any means, but I just like how I don't know, it just sounds very poetic, you know? Not like esophagus or something. Very clinical. Same with and I bring this example up every time, but skyscrapers. A skyscraper? That's a cool word. Skyscraper. Scraping the sky with how tall it is. I think it sounds really beautiful. Toastcokes, I'll have to try that out because I still use the old way you did it. Toastcokes, you mean like you're still using the what's it called? Like different color layers for each color? Like this? Like having a bunch of different ones like this? Like I got green and I got blue, and then if you want more blue, you just fill this in, and if you want more green, you gotta fill this one in. Yeah, nah. It's I mean if it works, but I thought it was just too tedious after a while. Also, hey Quiet Artist, welcome back. My very Polish dad misread skyscrapers when he first was learning English. He called them skycrappers. Like crapping all over the sky. Skycrappers. Awesome. Also, hey, Imra, hello. Hey, do you do animations? Not really. I mean, I've animated some emotes. I guess those are the most notable animations I've done recently. Nice. Quiet Artist that, and instead of toothbrush, he would say teeths brush. But it sounded like tits brush. I mean, to be fair, teeth, I mean, not teeths, but teeth brush sounds more accurate than toothbrush. Oh, then again, you call it a hairbrush. You don't call it a hair's brush. Actually, no, I take it back. Toothbrush sounds better. Speaking of like mistranslations and stuff, here's one for the Germans. When Exocomics and I were at my grandma's place, I was talking with my aunt and stuff, and they were talking about the mayor, something, 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 the mayor of a small town, and the mayor, it's called Bürgermeister. Bürgermeister. That's how you say mayor in German. I'm pretty sure I'm pretty sure it's mayor, but but Exocomics, for the longest time, she thought we were talking about a burger master, someone who's a master at making burgers. And to be fair, it sounds totally like that. I never really thought about it before. Burger master. An impressive job. He's the burger master. Anytime anyone wants a decent burger, they come to him. It's a prestigious position. They even have a whole democratic process. There can only be one burger master at a time. This is looking pretty good. Should we have a look at what it used to look like at the beginning? Once it saves. Takes a little extra long to save because it has to save as a PSD. So it's technically it's exporting every time. So this is the new one so far, and this is the old one. So old one, let's have a look again at how cramped this all was. And then the new one, getting there. I mean, obviously the backgrounds are still messed up, but it's a lot more readable now. Oh, Quiet Artist, yeah, that's a good point as well. You have hair, you don't have hairs. Well, I have neither. But yes, generally speaking, yes. And you have teeth, not tooth. So it should be called hairbrush and teeth brush. Yes. Totes Cokes. The other tool in Clip Studio Paint I want to figure out is the fill tools. I want to fiddle with that to fine tune the fill to my liking. There's that, like enclose and fill or something like that. Oh yeah. That I haven't actually figured out myself either, but I don't know if I... Close and fill, huh? This one over here. Close and fill. Like the thing you do is you kind of select something and then it'll fill in that thing. I'm not even sure what that really means. Let's see. Let's fill it with blue. Actually, I don't even know if... it refers to... I see, I have to refer to this. It looks at a reference layer, so I'm referencing the character lines. Okay, that didn't... So it's like... Okay, I guess you have to like tweak with the settings a little bit. I think the gaps that Exocomics has in her drawings are just a little bit too big. But I don't think Exocomics' way of drawing things is really useful for this. But yeah, basically, look at this. You select that, and it knows, oh, okay, you want to fill in this little part. And it only does like one section at a time. So even though I select the entire mouth and nose and stuff... Oh no, I tell a lie. Never mind. It knows to do multiple sections. That's kind of cool. Let's see. Yeah. Pretty neat. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like I like my one better because you just click. You click. And if you click and hold, that's another important thing. Click and hold. You can just kind of click and you just drag. You just keep on dragging. You don't have to keep clicking. You just do whatever you want. And oh, it went over because it's not looking at the panel lines, but yeah. I like my way better than the... I don't like having to select something and then it automatically fills the thing. I just rather click it. Unless I'm misinterpreting what that close and fill tool is meant for. Burger Master sounds like one of those knockoff MasterChef bake-off shows the UK really likes making now. Oh yeah, I think in New Zealand we have a show called Snack Master. And I think that is all about the contestants having to remake something as accurately as possible. Like they have to remake a Whopper burger or a Mars bar or something. It just feels like an advertiser's wet dream. You have to make the Big Mac. Not quite delicious enough. Not quite as delicious as the McDonald's Big Mac. Get it in stores today. Like, get it in stores. No, order it at restaurant locations today. I don't know. Close and fill is for people who have little gaps in their lines, I think. Right. Although my one, but the one I use, you also have a close gap setting here, which you can experiment with, but maybe close and fill has more dynamism with that. I'm not sure. Also, I don't know if you know this, Totes Cokes. You probably do, but just in case you don't, these are not all the settings in a tool. If you click this button, this little wrench icon, this pop-up comes up here, which you can't see because it's not part of the same window that I'm streaming. But it would look a little bit like... Looks a little bit like this. Wait, why does this not work? Oh, it's because of... Wait, no, what the hell is happening here? Oh, here. I have to figure that out. So you click this button here, little wrench, and then this thing pops up. This has all the tools for this particular thing you got selected here. And the ones here are the same here, but see this little eyeball icon? If you turn that on and off, like I'll turn this one off and on. Oh, my hand's shaky. My hands are shaking! My hands are shaking! Like I turn it off and then it hides it from here. So that eyeball is just so like, oh, do I want to be able to quickly see this here? Because you don't want to see all the settings here all the time, you know? So you can choose which ones you want to show, like opacity. You know, it's like turning on and off. Man, my hand is so shaky. Okay, never mind. Gosh. So that's neat. Somebody besides Dak get that spider? Yeah. My first spider. And look how beautiful it is. Look how beautifully small my character is.
Load spider.
See, look. Right. Perfect. No finger stuck in my mouth anymore. What was I doing? Also, another little... I don't know if this is... I can't remember what default hotkeys are, or if I've changed it, but if you push number 1, or number 2, or number 3, it opens up different panels where your mouse location is. More on that in a second. Take it away, Yodo.
Door open. Load spider time.
Riot, 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 riot.
Clip Studio paints a proper brilliant program. In it you ought to knock up a tutorial on it, mate. Skedaddle that tutorial in sus time already, I am so sorry, mate.
I'm actually really surprised that they're interpreting mate, M8, correctly. I totally thought they would say M8. Thank you, Yodo. Thank you very much. Yeah. I think at some point I probably should make another tutorial, huh? Considering that my workflow's changed quite a bit. Because I think in that coloring tutorial, I do learn about the connected pixels only thing. But I think I end the video with like, I'm still going back to my old ways because I don't know how this works just properly yet. Dak, nice try with that rate of 1. Try and get into this seat here. But you gotta be more than one person. Gotta be rating more than one person to get on that chair. Oh, what was I saying? Oh yeah, number 1, number 2. Do I bother doing this again? Yeah. You can sort of see how this thing grays out. It's because this thing has popped up in the center of my screen wherever you can't see it here because it's not showing, but it's where my mouse is. I tap number 2, then this part comes up, and how dare you, Dak? How dare you? How? I didn't even know it's possible to degrade twice. Two times? That is some sort of now you're red as well. Your large red finger is now in my mouth, attracting even more attention. Thank you very much. That does seem like something that could be abused. So technically, you could just be sending raid alerts every minute if you wanted to. I guess I could always ban you. I guess that's the one thing stopping people from doing that. But what was I saying? What was I saying? That's all I can see. What was I saying? 1, 2, and 3. I have 3 be the wrench icon. It's just really fast because instead of you're drawing something, instead of going all the way over here all the time, I just push 1 and it pops up right where my mouse is. Very handy. I don't know if that's by default, but consider it. Don't worry, I'll ban him. I'm a mod. Yeah, you do that. You do that, Dak. Wait, can a mod ban themselves? Not sure what would happen there. I have to work. What am I doing? I've got work to do. Let's see. Let's finish these first panels. Now that we've got the bubbles out there, I can see what we need to actually draw. So let's start with... Okay, I'm filling in the grass. Got the dirt. Should probably do them for all these panels at once, so I don't have to keep jumping back and forth. These are all in different layers. And the way I'm able to jump between them quickly, I go to move layer, I hold down control, it lets me like click and choose the correct layer. See if you can look behind my head. No matter where I'm clicking, it's like selecting it. So I'm like selecting the white bubble thing. Oh no, I guess the text layer. The white bubble thing. Click select. I'm selecting this. So I do that. I click select, control click select this thing. Then I go into brush. Then I hold Alt, color pick. And I'm currently color picking from just the layer, not the display color, because that's a completely different color from what I'm actually wanting. I'm selecting this color. And then I'm painting. So that's kind of what I'm doing here. So sky blue. Wait, why is there no... What is this white? There we go. Sky blue. Okay. What is this white here? Oh, it's the clouds. Don't need the clouds there, actually. Maybe just a little bit of cloud. Lower the density, so we get that nice kind of pastel-y effect. See that? Because that's kind of what Exocomics uses a little bit with the clouds. You can sort of see it. They're not just harsh edges. So I like to try and match that if I can. Whatever. What is this green line here? Oh. That looks all right. Sweet. Finished. Although this tree is kind of missing from this panel. Oh no, the tree should be... Oh no, actually the tree is behind the head. So it should be like here. Well, I'll add it there. Boom. Ah. Oh, you tried to ban yourself? Dak, you cannot ban yourself. Literally 1984. Interesting. Well, thank you for finding that out. For putting my curiosity at ease. The net numbers thing isn't a thing for me, isn't on for me, but my workspace is saved from olden days Clip Studio Paint. I see, yeah. I can't remember what it's called. Oh yeah, that's right. If you go to your shortcut settings, and you go into pop-up palettes category, that's what I'm talking about. I can't show it on the screen here, but you go to the shortcut settings, and then in the category, you select pop-up palettes, and you can add numbers to those ones if you want. If you're curious. Oh, the grass is showing through here, so I'm gonna delete the grass, delete the dirt. Oh, this actually shouldn't have any sky at all. This is all just green in the original. Like if I show the original, it's just a green background here. Some grass, you can see it down there. I might make a bit more green here, so I can show a bit more here. Also, there's something weird here. Why is that not showing more of the little bird's jacket? Well, whatever. Fixed it. Delete this. Yeah, getting there. This looks a little plain now, actually, this green part. Maybe I'll... Maybe I'll add a little bit of something like that. And that way I can add some different kind of green behind it. This looks a little bit more interesting. Yeah, something like that. And then I'll replicate that in this other layer. Actually, I might make this all green. Just looks a little distracting with a little bit of light green back there. Let's get this on. What? Seriously, don't mind me. I'm just talking. You can't stop reading this now. In fact, while you're reading this, stop. Toast Cokes. I use the number 1 already, I think. It's just not bound to a key, but a button. Oh, I use one pop-up palette already, but it's just not bound to a key. A button on the menu bar. Oh, I see. Oh, that's another cool thing. This little, I don't know what it's called. This little like mini bar thing here. Oh, I'm trying to zoom in on it, but it's also very handy because you can customize whatever's on this thing. Okay, well, you can't show, I can't show you the pop-up windows, but if you click this button, I think you can choose the different buttons you want here, which is really handy because you're doing something here and you can just click right there. So what I've got is, not that this is really, I need to probably go through these buttons because I don't use all of them, but like this one is expand selected area, so I can expand it make it a little bit larger if I want to make sure I fill in past the lines. This one is flip horizontally. I got fill. What else do I have here? Delete outside selection, scale rotate, invert selected area. Actually, a lot of these I don't even use. I just use the keyboard buttons for it instead. The selection launcher, that's what it's called. Right. There's also the menu bar that's above the file tab name. Yeah, oh yeah, this, what is this called? The command bar? I need to go through and prune some of this stuff too, because I don't really use all of these. You can also add colors. Did you know that? It's kind of neat. So if you want to have a quick color selection, you just click that. I had these are my plucked up ones. So this was the beak, the legs, and the scarf stripes, and then the mouth colors. But I also have them colors over here too. I don't actually use the ones up here. I use the ones down here. But I guess if you don't even need this, you can just have a couple up there. It works. I also have a little spider button, if you can see that. That creates a spider spider folder with a spider outline layer and a spider color layer. Just a little action. It's a, what's it called? Are they called actions? Auto action is what they're called, yeah. Hey, Camquish. You sure love your auto actions and automations. I sure do. Oh man. Love them. I love it. I love being fast. Actually, it's kind of ironic because we all obsessed with speed. I think it's so that I can get distracted and talk to you guys and then still be relatively on time with things. Get things done in a decent frame of time. I need to automate my chat responses. Then I'd be really efficient. Do 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 do. I'm gonna increase the density a little bit. And then there we go. Yeah, there's 4 layers of hedges. 4 different color layers. Well, they're not technically color layers, but they all have their own color. Looks good. Then we hide this stuff. Uh, select the character lines and the character's color. That looks alright. Add a little bit more there. Again, select. It should just be beneath the characters, but I don't know exactly why they aren't. But there's a reason for that. And I'm not really prepared to get into why, or to find out why, because it's just no time. That looks alright. Getting there. I gotta head off to board game night. Hey, nice. Toast Cokes, have another good time there. Take care. Fun as always to catch up and talk art shop. Definitely. Very fun. And yeah, see you next time. Also, yeah, and obviously, anytime you have any Clip Studio Paint questions, feel free to ask in the future. Comic Code, hello. How are you doing? How goes the arm? Firefly. I wonder if Gregor is going to sneak in a spider to one of the Cat Town pages. I could, couldn't I? I don't want to betray Exocomics' trust. I already was quite cheeky with a couple of the pages last night. Not cheeky, but like I changed quite a bit, but she did approve in the end, so that's good. I mean, she should have approved because it was objectively better. In fact, maybe I'll show you guys. I don't want to show you the whole page. There's some toothpaste in my mouth. But I will show you a little bit, perhaps. Hold on. Oh. Gotta fix that. Come on, maybe we can have chat decide. Biopsy or fully take out the lump from my arm? Well, isn't a biopsy? What is the point of a biopsy? Just to find out if it's like problematic, like if it should be taken out or not, right? Because like, why would you ever want to like keep that lump in your arm? Wouldn't you have to remove it anyway? Or did that?
Just cut the whole arm off.
That could be cheaper. Probably cheaper. Could you not cut it out and then take a sample from the cut out thingamajiggy? Removing it will cause a large scar and cost more dollars, I think. Oh, I see. Like, oh, I see. So if they take a sample and they find out, oh, it's actually not problematic and it'll probably just go away by itself. Is that the possibility of just getting a biopsy? Okay, check this out. All right, check this out. So I'm not showing the whole page, but okay. So this is the old one. Okay. All right, have a look at this old page. Look at this. Look at all this text. Gosh, text everywhere. Speech bubbles without tails. What's going on? This is a whole paragraph. You know, this is what it was before, and now this is what I did. Ta-da! So let me flick back and forth. Old, new. Old, new. I added a whole like a whole panel here, and I took the face from a previous page. It looks like I took this page, this face here, but actually, technically, if you look at the ears, they're different. This is from a previous page. Old, new. Old, new. So I got rid of the "what do you mean" question, because you don't really need that question there. And I just had him reply, "Nope, just coffee." See that? And I kept him here, and I made these ones smaller, get that perspective. And then this last bit here, the text is all pretty much the same, but it's just a lot more readable than it was back then. And I like how this kind of goes in a neat row here. And yeah, I even condensed this text a little bit, but keeping the same sort of wording. But yeah, I was very proud of this one. Very proud of this one. Took me a long time. Anywho, let me just close this. Close this. Let's see here. Oh my god, it's a civet. I remember you had a stream where you talk about civet poop being really very high straight, while elephant poop is by the pound. Oh yeah? I wonder if that was preceded, if that preceded the Cattown comic or not. Or maybe I got it from Cattown. I probably got it from Cattown. Sounds like a fun fact that Lee would have told me at some point. Also, hey, Psychomanity. Wow, it's so cool X Comics got this book out, though. I wonder who's next. Me, obviously. Actually, no, it's X Comics next. I mean, there's this one, obviously. This one. And then the one I'm working on, which is going to have like a bunch of the Cattown comics. And then there's also book 3, which we're working on as well. I've been helping X Comics with that one. At the moment, it's still in the story phase. But she is working on the cover. Oh, no, not of book 3. She's working on the cover of book 2. Book 3 cover is still MIA. Also, Firefly, I had a cyst removed from my hand and the scar was pretty minimal, and they still biopsied it to confirm that it was just a cyst. Gross. Good that the scar wasn't too big. I'll tell you, Rosmere, if it were me, they would probably recommend I get an amputation from the neck down. My doctors seem to be out to get me. At least we got the first Detective Beans book in original Lee style. Sad that the second one will be edited like this, with Gregor's cold, dead, lifeless, clean corpro style. What the hell are you talking about? Strike, how dare you? I am bringing nothing but improvements to this. Nothing but improvements. This is the definitive version of these Cattown comics. The ones that patrons were unfortunately subjected to, you know, they'll see this and be like, wow, I can't believe these new versions are just so much superior than the ones that we were subjected to. Let's Gonna move this little bush here. Actually, no, that bush should be. I'll just do a little. That's a little weird. Let's add a little bit more grass shrubbery. And not only am I like making the text more readable and spacious, I'm also fixing a lot of stuff. A lot of stuff that Exacomics missed when putting out the first version of these. There's like some parts being like I saw one. The cat's arm wasn't even colored in properly. It was the same color as
Whoa,
the bag they were
Gregor's
holding.
art got a lot better all of a sudden.
Guitar Piper. Thank you again. Thank you very much for all the compliments and for the 100 bits. Oh, here's that clip. Let's have a look. Oh, wait. I right-clicking copy current address. No, copy the link. I want to copy the link. I don't want to copy the. Oh, whatever. There we go. Here we go. Yeah, but I mean, if you could choose elephant bean coffee, or civet coffee beans, I'd always go for the civet. Look at that. Also, I would just imagine that, you know, the civet's poops are much more like finely produced. An elephant's feces is just like buy it by the pound, you know, mass produced, factory made basically. Whereas this is like boutique feces. So I think you getting what I'm putting down here. Interesting. 3 months ago. I think the only reason I even know about civet feces is because I would have read the Cat Town comic where she talks about it. I don't think the timing works out. I can't claim that Exacomics stole it from me. The timing doesn't work out. Also, congrats on that spider strike. 536 spiders. Goodness me. I think it's like not streaming for a while and not seeing these numbers for a while, like coming back and just seeing these spider totals with fresh eyes. It's hitting me how high those numbers, some of those numbers are. Over 500 spiders were found by strike alone. And same with Yoto as well. Both in the 500 plus region. Oh, speaking of mistakes, I mean, look at this. Look at this mistake. I just noticed another one. Wait, what am I doing here? One of Beans' stripes isn't filled in. What are we meant to believe here? Beans' stripe suddenly just disappears? God. There we go. It's actually quite fun finding all the problems like that, all the mistakes. It's like it's a game of spot the difference. I really enjoy it. I think in a slightly different life, I would be an editor, I think. If I even knew how to, if I was in the scene, I would probably be an editor if I could. I seem to like editing quite a lot. But then I'm also worried, maybe I just like editing, you know, good comics like this. Maybe I wouldn't enjoy it so much if I was forced to edit comics I don't even like to read, you know? Okay, this is really unnecessary what I'm doing there. Boy, I really hope somebody got fired for that blender. Unfortunately, I don't think we can fire Exacomics from Cat Town. It's nepotism. Like, what the hell is this? What's the spec here doing? God. Okay, I think we're... Oh. Get rid of that tree there. Let's look at it panel by panel. Good, good, good. Good. So the tree does disappear quite suddenly. I think in the original, Lee had a tree kind of coming in from this side too. Nice. This tree kind of bends in a weird way there. There we go. The speech bubble is coming through here. Hide that. This tree disappears. Actually, I might just make... Sweet, yeah, looks better. It's like these two trees here. These two trees here now. Show movement. How many spiders does Hatbot have? I don't know. Let me have a look. I think it's 2 or... No, I think it's 4, if I had to guess. Persisted user globals. Okay, it's not working for some reason. I don't know if it's loading or if it just isn't showing me any of the data, but okay, never mind. I don't. It's not showing for some reason. But I think it's 4. How are you doing, Psychomanity? How is the laptop situation, by the way? That looks good. This looks good. This looks good. I really like how this is right there. Maybe I'll move this one. Move this one a bit higher, so it doesn't look... It still looks like it's... I just didn't want this to look like one hedge connected, you know? Although... Ooh, I don't like how this line now matches that line. I'm gonna get rid of it. It's also kind of interesting how this tree almost feels like it's one tree that's connected over 2 panels. Kind of cool. Grass here is gone. Also, the path just disappears. Why does the path disappear there? I don't even know if that's intentional. Why is the path... It looks intentional because XComics actually drew this line here to kind of indicate it stops. And it wasn't hidden by a speech bubble or anything. Oh, was it? Wait. No, it wasn't. I feel like this bush used to be covering like all of this, maybe, if I had to guess. Or was intentionally going to cover all of this. Hmm. Uh, what's this? Psychomanity. Oh yeah, I took the new laptop to a place and they transferred all the data over. So I'm just sorting through and re-downloading things. The transfer was actually just $60. To transfer all of your files? Oh yeah, because you couldn't do it yourself because the laptop wasn't even turning on, huh? Nice. Well, I'm glad you got it sorted. Sounds stressful. Or did Exocomics mean for this path to kind of like only start here? So they kind of gone off the path. And then they went off the path into the grass and now back on a path. Maybe the bird is standing on a downed tree limb. No, this is definitely a path. Not one giant tree log, although that's an interesting idea. This looks kind of strange is all. Maybe I'll just... I don't know, right? It looks kind of weird. Wait, is there even a path on the next page? Oh, there is. I'll leave it like that. I think Exocomics meant for it to look like they're coming back from the grass into the path. It just looks kind of strange how it takes like this weird sudden turn. It's like, here's a thought. What if I did this? What if I made it like kind of curve this way or something? Like, what would that look like? Nah, that looks weird. Like if we got rid of like all this. Although I like that better. I don't know. I think that looks better. Like this is still pretty rough, but that the bird and the Detective Beans, they're on the grass still, and they're just about to enter the path again. That looks nicer than this. This just kind of looks like, I don't know, like a weird butt of a slug. I'm just gonna go for it. I'm gonna go for my version. Hehehe. Psychomanity. I also got another thing sorted for my thesis, so I actually have a better chance of finishing school in time too. Nice. Excellent. Excellent. Sounds very productive. Yeah, don't tell Exocomics that I've changed this. I don't even know if she'll notice a difference. Actually, that's a lie. I think she'll totally notice something's different here. But I think she'll agree that this is just superior. Superior in every way. But yeah, being an editor would be cool. I just don't even know where to start. Feels like I'd have to live in Hollywood or something. Looks good. Saving that. Hey, Scrivesden? How do I say your name? Hello. Welcome to the stream. Yoyoto, Exocomics, she trusts your artistic sense and skill. I think so. She says that she does, so I believe her. I mean, who wouldn't? Who wouldn't? Psychomanity, I'm determined to get my 4 4-year degree in 4 years, damn it. I got so many friends that have to do an entire extra year of school because they just can't fit all the requirements in their schedule. That should not be a thing that happens. That is strange. I mean, if it's a 4-year degree, it should only have enough work to fill 4 years. Seems a bit unfair if it was jam-packed like a shampoo and conditioner bottle, 2 in 1. Dry erase skill. I mean, really, you're doing the art version of an editor. Yeah, I mean, I do also some editing of the text as well if it's a bit too wordy. But mostly the art. Okay, I think I'm done with this page, to be honest. Let me have a look at the full before and after. Before, after. Before, after. Oh, another thing I remember, she wanted to start making these ones white, these little lines. In fact, because these are white lines, I'm going to make the background a bit darker so you can see them better. There we go. Let's go back to comparing. Before, after, before, after, before, after, before, after, before, after. Oh, I'm missing some of these bushes that she had in the foreground here. Yeah, this stuff. I'm gonna move that down. Get some foreground elements and then hide this part again. And this part. Liking the shape of that. These goddamn masks. Oh, there's for some reason Detective Beans has a bushy crotch here. Let me delete that. Moves it down. This one's a little too big. This is a weird shape. I think it's... I wanted to break past this line here. I don't want it to look like a dong, though. There you go. I think that looks alright. This one looks a bit too big. Okay, I think I'm now spending a little too long on this. I think that looks pretty good. Let's have another comparison to before and after. So before, after, before, after, before, after, before, after. Oh man, I actually like the speech bubble of before better than the after. Don't like the speech bubble, unfortunately. And I deleted the old one. Great. I mean, I could get it from an old version of the file, but I'm gonna see if I can just fix this. I just don't like the shape of this. Let's make it a little bit more... Ugh, I hate this is not working as nicely as it does on the iPad.
Bobby.
Yo, thank you for the follow there. 8-bit Oni stickers. Hello, hello. Okay, there. Okay, this is a little. This is much better. It's a little large, but there we go. And then we do this. Okay, select that, expand it by 3 pixels, fill it, move this thing down. That looks nicer. Okay, it's much more similar to the before. So before, after, before, after, before, after, before, after. Cool, I think I'm done with this. Hold on, let me see if I need to catch up on the chat. I have a question about the publishers. They give you a font and you use that. Can you have custom speech bubbles with special text effects? Like if a person is sneezing, the panel would be more stretched and a chew would be sneezy or something. You get what I mean? Do they forbid that? I mean, I think it depends. Because a lot of these books for kids have, I think, like a very common thing. Wait, hold on. And these, is it bright? But you can sort of see like the font changes multiple times. Look at that. Look at the size difference. This is very in at the moment. I don't really like it personally. I think it looks a little too messy, but I mean, it works for these like panelless picture book style. But Lee's publisher did mention they don't want to see, they don't like the idea that they don't like having the font change size. So I don't know. I don't know if it's just because it's a different type of book. This is more of a graphic novel than a picture book. The rule is basically they don't want the size to change. I'm not really sure. Nina Cortex, 5 months. Welcome back. Thank you very much, Nina. How you doing? But I think if you wanted to, you could probably request it. And also, they didn't give Lee the font. This is Lee's own font that she picked herself. It's just that these older Cat Town comics, she didn't use a font back then, and it was hand-drawn, handwritten. So now she's using the font she uses for Detective Beans. The one in the book. Oh gosh. I mean, you get what I mean. This is now a consistent font. Oh boy. Kubo. Back for another month as well. 22. Thank you very much, Akubo. Much appreciated. So I'm just reading the chat. Dry Rice Girl, how many of these comics do you help with? Because because today's latest Exocomics comic had Loading Arts vibes all over it. Oh, the book launch one? Hold on. This one? I don't think I had anything to do with this one, actually. I like how the comic that's selling out basically is the one that reminds you of me. A comic that's basically an ad for ulterior motives. Classic Loading Arts thing to do. Um, but I do have a hand in pretty much every comic. Everything that Exocomics makes, I have a hand in. Especially when it comes to Detective Beans. I mean, she does the majority of the work, but I like to think I give a lot of good feedback and ideas. Okay, done with this page. Let's see, what's the next page? Actually, we're pretty much at the end. Pretty much at the end. Yeah. You did so well. Thank you very much. Detective Beans was so good. Thank you. But can't take the credit away from Lee. She did the vast majority of everything. I like to think I just add a little spice on top. Could you just trace and copy the old speech bubble at the end there? I probably could have. I probably should have. But too late now. Please sell the book in Latin America? You mean like language-wise or just location-wise? Do they not sell it there at all? Where would be the best place to buy this book from if we wanted to give Lee the most money? Ooh. I don't actually know. I think it's pretty much all the same. I think she just gets the same cut from every sale. So I don't think it really matters. But I appreciate you asking that question, Psychomantic. I think just getting the book in general is already a huge help. Also, congrats, Firefly. Almost at 200 spiders. Nice. So I'm getting a little distracted now. Oh boy. I'm getting a little hot as well. I'm getting a little sweaty here. Vel 4M4? T Hell 4M4? I don't know how to pronounce your name. Hello, first time to one of these streams. Very cool seeing all the drawing techniques. Oh, well, thank you very much and welcome. Thank you, thank you. And I don't really do so much drawing with these editing pages. It's more just fixing and changing and stuff. But yeah, I think it's still pretty interesting to see behind the scenes. Oh gosh, what the hell is this? What the... You only had that little bit of the jacket. God. Good thing you caught that. Yeah, it's fun seeing finding the mistakes. But yeah, I think it's a bit too late in the stream to start a new page, so I'm just gonna waffle on a little bit. What is this? Oh, this is just part of the texture. Does not matter. Does not matter. But my biggest fear is sometimes I'll just not realize a huge mistake somewhere, like Beans is missing his stripes or something. That's my big fear. Can't let something like that slip past me. Because I'll just get so used to seeing it, you know? But no, I think this is pretty good. Psychomanity. I'll see if I can spot it in bookstore at some point. I honestly hate buying these things online. Fair enough. Especially if you get it online and then like maybe there's like a dent or something when it gets delivered to you. I mean, I think you could, especially if it's like a hardcover. I'm sure you could complain, but then it's the whole hassle. Better just like see it in store and then get the one in store. And if you're in New Zealand, certainly in the Auckland Hamilton region, you could even probably find a signed copy because wherever we go, we try to stop by every bookstore we see, and then Lee signs copies there, which is very cool, very very cool. And then those bookstores, they have like a little sticker on top as well that they can put on the cover that says like signed by the author. That's cool. But and it's cool like going back to the same bookstore and either not seeing the book anymore because it's sold out, or seeing a lot less of the book. And generally, it's been. Oh, yeah, a cat just came in. My door just opened. Come here. I think it's a copy saying it's lunchtime. But yeah, generally, like it's pretty cool. And the store staff people, mostly are just like, oh, that's so cool. Yeah, let me get you some of the books and you can sign them. But then sometimes they'll be like, they'll question you, like they don't know if you're actually the person. Like there's one store in particular, the manager had just stepped out, so the person wasn't sure if they should allow Lee to start scribbling all over these books, in case she's just some sort of crazy lady that likes to pretend to be an obscure author of one particular book. And I remember we were trying to like prove that Lee was Lee, and Lee doesn't have a driver's license and doesn't have any form of identification except for a passport, which is at home. And so she showed her the Instagram page that had like a photo of her on it, but that still wasn't enough. And then I was like going through my phone, and we're trying to find evidence of anything that would prove Lee to be the actual author. And I had to show some photos of that I took at the Whitcoul's head office, so the book chain's head office, when they were doing the coloring competition. When all these kids would send in their coloring entries because they were running a coloring competition for Detective Beans when it first came out in New Zealand. And I took a couple of photos behind the scenes there, and that proved it. Because it was Lee next to the head of marketing guy and stuff, and that sealed the deal. And then Lee scribbled all over every single book. Same thing happened with a composer friend of mine at a convention. He saw a vinyl shop selling his vinyl record, and he offered to sign it, and they were unsure if he was the real composer. I mean, how often would it really happen that some random person just pretends to be the person behind something in the store so they could sign it? I'd understand if it was like, if they're claiming they wrote Harry Potter or something, or like a really like, you're Dr. Seuss. I could understand people being questionable about that. But if it's like a much more obscure, a smaller thing, I mean, at the moment, certainly when book 2 and book 3 come out, then there's like a whole series. Surely then. Your book plate? Oh no, I haven't. Yeah, sure. Also, Lee made some stickers, so if you can't get a signed copy in wherever you're from, if you're not in Auckland or Hamilton, you can also get a book plate. It's like a little, oh man, this is so exposed. Hold on. Overexposed. Oh, this actually kind of works. A little sticker you can get signed. You can order at detectivebeans.com. And Lee will sign and send you one. Stick in your own book. It's just as good as if she was signing it herself. Hello, I'm God. I'm here to sign my Bibles. Yeah, to be fair, that would raise suspicion. I would agree with that. How did she know that who the head of marketing was though? I mean, I guess it's New Zealand. Maybe it's a smaller pool of people. Apparently, every Whitcold store has to like send a report every day to the head office about what happened that day, and so they'll get notified. They'll know when Lee's like done a little bit of her own little signing tour around Auckland and Hamilton. Which is kind of funny to think. There she goes again, doing her rounds. But it's a lot of fun. Feels so official. How is your progress on your own book, Psychomanity? It's good. Thank you for asking. Yeah, I'm up to like almost 30 pages now in the outline, the story outline, and I've sketched the cover and done a bunch of drawings of the characters and stuff, which I'll be including in the pitch that will be sent out to publishers. But I gotta get these pages done first. I gotta get these Cat Town pages done first, because that one actually has a deadline. And then I need to just write up a few more areas of the story, just a couple of areas could be fleshed out a bit better, and then I'll send it to my agent, who will then hopefully. It's gonna be a shock to her because she's expecting a plucked up story. She's expecting the plucked up burnout story to be expanded to 200 pages. But she has no idea that I've actually abandoned that idea for now and gone in a completely different direction. So hopefully it's a nice surprise. I can't believe we already have a published author in these streams. Funny how it isn't Gregor. Not yet, but soon. Are you confident in your new idea? Yeah, I think so. Especially when you look at the competition out there. You know, how hard could it be? Just joking. It is a bit daunting. But I like my idea. I could see it. I could see it. I could see it as a movie. DreamWorks movie. That'd be cool. That'd be the dream.
Bobby.
To have a DreamWorks movie made of my own comic story thing. That'd be cool. I'd love that. Yo. Oh, it's the llama. I just realized that's how you pronounce your name. The llama with the 4s, the A's. Well, the llama, thank you for the follow. Whole new idea, yeah? Eh? Yes. Whole new idea. Completely new. No one's ever seen anything about it except for Lee. And it's a full-on story. I've never written a story this long before. Yoda also saw it. Oh yes. I think Yoda caught a glimpse of it through my window that one night. Before I called the cops. Yoda saw a little bit. Through the bushes, yes. Probably obscured. The leaves were obscuring a vision. Didn't see the full didn't see the full screen, but you saw enough. Enough for me to contact my lawyer. Do you and Lee have the same publisher? No, I don't actually have a publisher yet. So I know I'm really counting my books before they publish, before they print here, because publishers haven't seen this. My agent hasn't seen this, but it'll be starting soon. And hopefully a publisher picks it up, because if not, it'll be very embarrassing and soul-crushing, and I'll never tell you guys. I will never admit that publisher said no. I will never admit it. I'll probably just say something like, they're still considering it. You know, time zones. New Zealand time zone is different. But the publisher saying no is normal anyway. I'm expecting that because, I mean, publishers said no to Lee as well. Some of them said no, so they also said no to Harry Potter. You know, kicking themselves now, I'm sure. Anywho, it's lunchtime. Thank you very much for watching another Loading Artist stream. And welcome back, Komiko. What's for lunch? Sushi! I believe Exocomics went out and got some sushi for us. So I'm looking forward to that. Gonna watch an episode of Cheers, eat some sushi, and then get back to editing. That's what the rest of my day is gonna be. Sarah, man. Hello, hello. Goodbye, goodbye.
Hello, waving hand, Mopo. Okay, bye.
Goodbye, goodbye. Thank you for dropping by, Sarah, man. Hope you're doing well. What kind of sushi? Tuna, salmon, California rolls? Oh, a little bit of everything. It's one of those sushi places where you can pick and choose. You have a little tray and you just pick whatever you want. And Lee always gets a nice selection for me. It's a bunch of different ones. So a couple of salmon ones. And then there's like one that's like a tofu boat with rice and then like katsu chicken pieces on top. And then can't think of anything else right now. Then the one where there's like a rice thing with like a grilled salmon on top with some drizzle on top. There's that. That's a classic. Choose a bunch of crap for Gregor, please. Lee to the employee. You gotta pick it yourself. It's like a canteen sort of thing. You have a tray and you slide it across and you pick sushi and then you get to the end to the cashier to pay it there.
Oh, how the frick will the Jungle Bell say all those emotes? Wait, how will I say them?
Like this apparently, like and that was disappointing, huh, Yoyoto? Disappointing. 100 bits well spent. No refunds. Thank you very much. Oh, hey, Miyagogo. Hello, hello. And that's it. Let's raid and go.
Just broke my neck a little bit. Don't know if you guys heard that, but I'm in a lot of pain right now.
Let's raid Tom Thinks. Tom Thinks is streaming. We don't really get to see him live at the same time very often, so animation work stream. So if you're keen to see some animation being made, well, you're in luck. You're finally in luck because you're not seeing it here. You'll see it there. Goodbye and farewell. And I did the raid command way too soon. Oh geez. Oh geez. Oh gosh. And I did Yodas with the jingle bells.
TTS be like drum. TTS be like drum.
When the time has come, it is time to raideth.
Thank you very much for another 100 bits, Yoda. Goodbye. Goodbye, farewell. Oh, I gotta push the button. The timing is completely off. Bye. Thank you for watching. Bye. Oh, yeah, there. Bye. Thank you. Goodbye. See you tomorrow.